Hey guys, it's Spooked and welcome back to my Steven Universe review series. The episode I'll be reviewing today is of course Gem Hunt, and this is an episode that raises a lot of questions behind what is going to be happening in Season 3. Steven, Pearl and Connie are on a mission to track down some corrupted gems that are located in the snowy area they are in. They eventually run into the corrupted gems, and to Pearl's disbelief, another corrupted gem comes along. All three prepare to fight the gems as they look like they are about to attack them, though instead they run off into the distance, separating from each other. Steven and Connie suggest that they should split up, and Pearl agrees with this statement, so they both head off looking for the icy creatures. They have no luck looking for a while, so Steven and Connie sit down under a tree stump and drink some tea that they have prepared in the wilderness. Steven has a theory that the reason why the corrupted gem had humanoid footprints next to it that they had encountered before was the gem was only half corrupted and kept going back to its old self and then back into its monster self. They sit there for a while until they hear loud thumping noises and growling from outside. Once outside, they find the corrupted gem. The corrupted gem looks like it's trying to escape from something as it keeps scratching at the cliff face. Steven believes it's running from itself, and at that moment, Pearl wrongly times a phone call to them. Steven can't manage to turn off the walkie-talkie, which attracts the monster towards them. Connie baits the monster a bit, awaiting for a fight, but it turns out she's not prepared to take on the monster herself, as she is really anxious and nervous in the fight. Suddenly the monster gets jolted back into a tree, and it's revealed that Jasper is in fact fighting the monster. Steven creates a bubble to protect him and Connie, and Pearl arrives just in time. Jasper teases Steven, or what she still believes to be Rose, that she had got two of the gems. Connie believes she's failed the mission due to not being able to fight with the gems by herself due to her anxiety, but Pearl reassures her that it was a success as the mission was only to track down the corrupted gems, not to fight them off and poof them. Now this episode was a confusing one, due to Jasper once again showing up out of nowhere and claiming the two corrupted gems for herself. We don't know the motive for this. She may be getting commands from a higher up in the gem authority, but like Peridot, she may have lost contact with Yellow Diamond. And as Peridot is more of a technology gem, you would believe her to be able to get contact with Yellow Diamond, meaning for have Jasper with contact with Yellow Diamond would be a harder thing. Maybe Jasper's trying to fuse with the two corrupted gems, like she was trying to fuse with Lapis for the power. But seeing as that attempt failed, she's resorted to poofing gems and trying to get to join them. As the gems are corrupted, this could lead to something horribly wrong and Jasper becoming a corrupted gem. Jasper had a perfect opportunity to defeat all the gems right there and there and kill Connie at the same time, but she walked off into the distance knowing that her mission had been done. This of course was an interesting cliffhanger to this episode due to the fact the next episode, which is Crack the Whip, will most likely not involve Jasper. The gems can't exactly track Jasper down, and it's a mere coincidence they came across her. Due to of course Jasper's motives for poofing the gems is unknown. I really can't wait to see what happens next with Jasper, as this is one of the many intense things that is going to be happening this week in the show. Having Jasper be a main part of the plot I think is an amazing thing, as we rarely saw her back in Season 2 when she premiered in the Season 1 finale. But I love how she's being incorporated into the show now. I liked in this episode that there were the hints to Sivoni once again. You could see Steven was proud of Connie being on her first mission, and was excited to log this. By the end of the episode you can see Steven recollecting back on the pictures of how the mission was a success and how he's proud of Connie, but also that image of Jasper creeps him out. Jasper is by far a menacing gem compared to the other gems we've seen, other than Yellow Diamond. Peridot was a more clumsy and goofy character, and Lapis really didn't have any dark intentions to anyone. Jasper is just a crude character who's been brainwashed by the diamonds to follow their every command, like all the other gems. Having Connie being more involved in the plot of the series now is also an amazing thing that I enjoyed in this episode. Now that her fighting skills have increased, this means we will see her alongside Steven and fighting with Steven rather than just in occasions of stuff like in Nightmare Hospital or sword fighting with Pearl. I love how this season is going to be expanding the crystal gems, getting ready to fight and take on the big threats like the diamonds and of course the cluster, because one day the cluster will come out. I believe it's only been stalled because ending the cluster just like that would be a pretty terrible ending, and we know that there's going to be an upcoming episode called Last One in Beach City. Overall, I'm really excited for the next 4 episodes of this week and the 5 of next week, especially the 3-parter we're getting on Friday, Monday, Tuesday. And I honestly thought this was a great kickstart to this week. As we know, Matt Burnett did not want any of these episodes in the next 2 weeks to be leaked, and so I've been trying to avoid as many spoilers as I can. But for this episode rating, I have to give this episode a 9 out of 10. Jasper was so menacing in this episode, and it's great to see her once again back after Alone at Sea so soon. And with a cliffhanger like that, it really leads us up to the upcoming episodes of Steven Universe. But anyhow, join me next time for my review of Crack the Whip.